What's good, guys? It's TSG. In this video, we're going to be having a look at some of the merch that's just been leaked, and we're hoping that we are going to get it in our hands for Christmas. So guys, the rumors are true. Plushies are coming. When? I don't know, don't ask me, but they are actually coming. So having a look right here, we're looking at the Squiz plushie, and honestly, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, being completely straight, when everyone was, yo, when plushies, I thought that was, I get it, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. I wasn't that interested in it. I was like, oh man, I'm a grown-ass man, I don't need these plushies. After looking at this, honestly, I might have a few. I really like the way it's designed, the way it looks, like the big head, the actual little suckles on the tentacles, and the fact that it's just a little bit that adds a bit more characteristic to it, right? So I think it's really, really cool, and I'm really excited. I'm really hoping it does come sooner rather than later, but honestly, I feel like I'm saying that with everything regarding Illuvium. The next plushie we saw is this one right here on Twitter. This was the one that got released there. Atlas. This is the one that everyone's been looking for. I might get some hate for saying this, but I actually think the Squiz looks better than the Atlas. It just, the fact that it's got the tentacles, the fact that it's got a couple of them up, is just different than Atlas. And again, I've said this multiple times, I'm not the biggest fan of Atlas in my opinion. Honestly, out of the three starters is what I'll call them, Atlas is actually the lowest on my ranking. So don't hate me, Atlas fans. Please don't hate me. If you think I'm wrong, put it in the comments, call me out, and I'm going to ignore them because we can think differently. It's completely fine. But yeah, looking at the Atlas, there's not much to say here. Again, it looks cool. It's a plushie. Everyone that wanted this is going to be happy. The question now is, and again, I don't have the answer, but when? When are we actually going to get these plushies? This was another leak from the showcase. It's just a white t-shirt with an image of Atlas drinking some coffee. The cool thing is that we're actually seeing it in real life. We're seeing that it's being made. Personally, you guys can see watch all of my videos. I wear the same shirts. I wear block colors. So I'm not a big fan of like logos and designs on my clothing. I just like to kind of go classic block colors that it's timeless, right? You can have a black button-up shirt and that could work in like the 1980s and it could work today. Like they still work fine. So this isn't really my cup of tea or cup of coffee. It's not really my thing, but I mean, I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people that do like this. But the cool thing is the fact that you can see the feet in the image. It's a real t-shirt. It's happening. They're testing it out. And I hope that we do reach that level of quality that Kieran does want. Fingers crossed that it does come out cool. I'm keen to see what else they do. I've seen some of the internal designs for the merch that are coming out. And like I mentioned in my previous video, there are some really, really cool designs, which I'm really, really excited for you guys to have a look at. Okay, so this one right here, by far, hands down, this is my favorite thing of all the merch that we've seen so far. I am from Australia and Ugg boots mean everything to me. Everything. So having some snaily, yo, I love that I'm just saying snaily now. These tattoo slippers would be incredible. Incredible. I've actually got some like shark slippers right now. I am a sucker for stupid stuff like that. So dead set. If this comes true and we really do make this, fam, if I had these on, I'd be lifting my feet up just to show you what I'm wearing. But by far, out of merch, this is obviously just a design and a concept. I really, really hope they go ahead with this because this is just goated. Like, this is goated. Moving on from the merch, I just want to highlight a couple of leaks that really stood out to me from the Illuvium showcase. So this right here is the Fire Doka, the NFT animation. Obviously, it's not rendered perfectly. You can see this little fuzzy line. Like, it's just not as perfect quality as we want. But the thing that I really like is that NFTs are moving from stagnant, or collectible NFTs are moving from stagnant images to these moving, characterized visuals where you can see that he's got his personality. He's playing with the fire from the hair. He's looking about. It adds character. And I'm really excited. It makes so much more sense. Imagine showing one of your friends, yo, this is what I have. This is my Pokemon, rather than having like a Pikachu or an Axie. God forbid you still have any Axies. Like, you can't go to your guys at a bar and be like, oh, yo, look what I have. Showing them an Axie, they're going to think that you're like losing your mind. Whereas if you show them something like this, or like a Sia, or even like a Madoka is boxing or something like that, it's, I don't know. For me personally, it makes a lot more sense. And I'd be I personally would be more willing to show something like this than a stationary axie. In line with the Doka theme, this was actually something that was shown as well. So this is one of the Illuvitas, and something that I want to point out right here is, see these little flashes and flares? So this is actually how you're going to know if your Illuvita is a holo. And you can also see that his coverings are a slight different color, and you can see these little sparkles. So if I'm not mistaken, this is actually how you're going to be able to tell if it's a holo. And as far as I know, for all the holos, you are going to have this little flashing orbs, flashing kind of like glittering effect, plus a slight different color. Just the same way that in Pokemon, you'd have a shiny Pikachu, which is a pink Pikachu. It's the same thing here. So your holos and your normal Illuvitas are going to be slightly different in color. And the final leak I want to bring up is this one here. It's just an image, honestly, but it just looks really, really cool. So this is Taiga Boreal, and we know it's, what's interesting here is that it's an ice region with water, flowing water over here, and then lava, like a molten lava river. Like none of this makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but I thought it looked really cool, and it was just something that I kind of wanted to add in here. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about the merch. Let me know which piece of merch are you most excited for. If you don't choose the slippers, you can leave. You can absolutely leave. But what are your thoughts? Do you think we're gonna get it before Christmas? Personally, I'm hoping for it. I don't think it's gonna happen, especially not the plushies. I highly doubt we're gonna get the plushies in time for Christmas. Hopefully we get some apparel at the very least, but let's see. Again, all of this, I'd rather quality than speed. But as always, guys, like, subscribe, notification. You guys know what to do. Peace.